Hey everybody, on today's video we're going to be hunting in Ohio, but the first thing that you're going to see is me meeting up with Keith on a property that he's done a lot of work on over the last 3 years. It was my first time actually walking the property, and it was fun to just see what Keith had done and have him tell me some of the stories of the hunts that he had on that piece. He killed a buck there this year, and he killed a buck there last November as well, so he gave a quick little story of both those hunts, and I filmed a lot more, so if you want to see more of that walkthrough, maybe in the off season we could make a video or something about it. So leave a comment if you want to see more of what Keith's done on that property over the last 3 years. And then after that, we'll get to hunting. The killer is Keith. This is the one you got him with? Mm-hmm. Did it hit bone?
No, not really. Just inside the scapula.
Did it poke out the other side?
It was in the hide on the other side, in like that, and there was a big, you could see where it scraped when it was running.
Really? So it did actually, in fact, do more damage than when it was running by sticking in?
It seemed like it did. I think the damage was already done at that point. Like if you make it that far in, I don't think it matters if your arrow's moving around or not. It hit pretty much every organ. In 2021, I had a tent set up here. I actually ended up just staying in a hammock right over the picnic table there. And I started doing this project, which was funded through eQuip for the landowner. Just started doing a bunch of brush control back here. It's all invasive brush management, and it's come a very, very long way. The before and afters are pretty dramatic. It's really proven with just the wildlife sightings as well on the usability of the site from what was pretty much 99% invasive shrubland. This is where I shot that one last year.
Really?
I was here, and he was like standing right where that sapling is right there. This close one, like 4 or 5 steps. This is like the mini saddle here, and there's a thick buffer right here on this edge before it drops into this big hole here. There's a lot of bedding that happens here, but I was like right in that.
Underneath that.
Yeah. Which it might not, it didn't look exactly like that.
Oh yeah. But still, get a pretty good idea.
And then he crashed back straight like that. Looked back and died right above the road. Yeah. So he was I was under that. So I could see through this stuff to that scrape. So I watched him walk down here. There he goes here.
What match? 6 5. You got 1, 2, 3.
I was just far enough back to where I could draw comfortable beyond this tree.
Such a close quarters setup.
Mm-hmm.
This is wild.
I like it.
But that buck would have came like this on this trail. Ooh. Big old son. Oh, what the? So, the last couple days we've been pretty unsuccessful. We tried going back into some areas that we scouted this past winter and just didn't really have much luck. Our whole strategy was to just cover ground and try to use the conditions to our advantage. We had windy and rainy conditions for a lot of the time that we were hunting. We didn't see much movement, and we didn't really see much action at all. We also haven't had great weather, so that's a big part of it. But we're gonna meet up with Ben tomorrow. We're actually staying at Ben and Alex's property right now. We got a little hunting camp set up here. The spot that we're gonna go to, we've been kind of saving it. We wanted to go check out some other things until we could hunt with Ben, because these guys were in here, and the last time they were in there, our buddy Ian got a buck, and Ben had a bit of a close call with another very nice buck.
Confident shot.
So we're gonna try to go in there and break it down, the 3 of us, and see what we can come up with. It should be pretty fun. It's supposed to start cooling down. Tonight definitely feels different than what it has. Right now it's clear, and we're finally starting to feel that little bit of a bite to the air Otherwise, it's just been really muggy and hot. So hopefully with the weather switch and a little bit of change in plans as to where we're hunting will make a difference and we can have some good action here coming up. Hopefully.
See you in the morning.
Maybe we'll see you in the morning. Maybe you'll see us again here like 4 days from now just doing the same things. Like, well, still didn't get even, or even see a track for that matter. Alright, this morning we're walking into this glassing point. We're trying to figure out how to balance getting there, but also not just plowing deer over. But we know we can get up here and probably see a lot, so what we're just trying to ease our way into. We just saw a small buck follow a couple of does, so things are better in the last couple of days already. Tap out in the cover and then you can see the whole valley. Yeah, you take your time. I'll just hang back. Just let me know if you see something. If I see something big, I'll let you guys know. Okay. Okay.
Tiny buck.
Some back straps on that thing, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's our big 5.
That's our big 5, boy. I don't know, dude. I'm starting to freak out. I haven't seen the big 8. Those does are back out in the open on up higher. I said he's got length, but he doesn't carry that mass.
He's kind of starting to palmate.
Tall 5 is to the right of him, going up the ridge.
Let's see where you're looking.
Oh, yeah, that one's sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, boy. Decent one.
Thing's huge. Okay. That's not the tall 5.
Have you filmed him, Keith?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were just sitting there gawking. I was like, dude.
Pick your jaw up off your chin.
It's just like, he's nice, but it's like, what are you doing,
Dude, is that?
I think it.
Ooh, a sweetie. Ooh, a good stinker.
Yeah, so as an update, I'll shoot that one.
Well, broke it up. Well, it seems like that saddle right there is probably pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if he still had his full right side, I might take him.
Okay. The other option is knowing there's a shooter over there, like, hang wind it right. Or not go get up in there. Here comes the other one back over the top, coming at it. This is better than our last few days. Sometimes you gotta switch it up and go hunt other places. I see a buck just straight up bedded. I'm almost certain. But it's like just based off what's happened today. I mean, that ridge is a hot spot right now. I mean, that's where all the bucks were today. That bed, the one that was bedded, but I don't even know where he went.
I think you should just follow where you've seen the bus box. Hit scrapes.
Yeah.
Don't really change anything until you see otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like, Doe could have come through at 2 a.m. gone up through there. He was interested enough to follow up and over that, go that direction, so that's a lead at least. Once we end up seeing that again or seeing different bucks bouncing around edges, that was honing in on where today's little rut is.
Yeah. If I call that 5-pointer into 5 yards, you gotta shoot him. I mean, I don't think he's that small.
It's a cool looking buck.
Yeah.
How about this? If I call that thing into 5 yards, you gotta shoot him.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna consider it. So after glassing this morning and some discussion, after moving around a little bit and just making sure the coast was clear down some of these low areas, we decided that we're gonna go get out on that ridge where those 2 bucks were this morning. There was 2 pretty nice bucks out there, and
a bunch of does. And we're just gonna work towards that ridge they were on, and then we figure worst case scenario, if we don't see anything else from there, we can always come back to that spot where they were. And if we move that direction and get on that same ridge, even if we're glassing, we can, move up pretty easily. But I'm guessing we're gonna keep moving around throughout the morning and trying to get eyes on different areas, because you never know when a buck's got a doe locked down this time of the year. And I feel like Ben said it best when he said, if we just keep bouncing around looking for the action, even if that's just bucks cruising in one specific spot, then we're probably just putting ourselves closer to where the rut is happening today. Alright, we're making a loop back towards where we saw those bucks this morning. We decided that I was gonna film Ben. That way, if I go up in glass and have one walk past, I'm not tempted to shoot it off camera, because we didn't bring enough camera gear this morning. But then we can still have somebody up glassing some different stuff that we haven't been able to see. Keith's doing that. We're moving in. I think Ben and I both feel like we got a good chance. I think we all do, so we're just gonna get up there and hopefully this wind picks up and we can make moves if we need, and it definitely bucks around. Back on this side of it. I'm afraid our shadows start casting way too far that way. I agree. I also didn't see deer on that side of the hill for the whole day. So right. I see. Put up like that. That's a breath. It's like busts the scrapes they hit were like right around the edge of the thick stuff here. I feel like there's probably some licking branches on that, but it's not super jammed up, and I think that's what they're gonna move through. Last we saw, those bucks went over, but this morning they made a move like this. Yeah, like this. Looks good. Just try to get between those two and see if we can walk out on the spot. I think it's one of those setups where if you see him pop up and over that hill right there, you just call. You can just work that little hedgerow right to us. And by the time he pops out, it'll be 20-25. Bow stand has changed the game for ground hunting. I could see one running that thick edge like this. If you just try to get a real quick field score on him as soon as you see him too. see a deer cross there. Looks like a small buck. Yeah. Our evening is over. Just had one small mystery deer come by about 45 yards, and then one across the valley from us. Seems like a ton of sign. Sounds like Keith might have seen some deer tonight too. So if we can get out of here clean, they should be right here in the morning. See if we can get in here and make some special memories. Found the rut.
The rut. It was pretty wild there at the end, and he was running them all around. Pretty wild. I got a lot of cool footage of him. And then, yeah, at one point, he like pushed the smallest of the three up and was probably like a couple hundred yards from me, the closest. And then a little buck stopped there for a bit. I could hear him grunting. Last I saw, he was just down the drainage and they were just working down towards this complex.
Well, I think we need to just get out and then we'll
Make a plan for the morning.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Good job.
That was pretty fun.
For you.
I bet it was, dude.
Alright, we're back in the same spot that we hunted yesterday. It's all a lot of bucks. I'm trying to get back up there to where Keith saw the bucks. But we got a long hike in and we're just running late. We got up super early, got started early. It's just one thing leads to another and then you run into deer and things like this. But right now we got 2 does up here. We bumped a group of does across the valley, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. But we're trying to just take this kind of low road down through here, try to circle under the deer. And a wind blowing this way, which is not good for our access, and that's why we're staying low and trying to circle them. And we got Alex and Ben up there set up close to where Ben and I set up yesterday. But they brought the full body decoy. Our original intention was to get up in here closer to where Keith saw these bugs and maybe put that decoy there, but it just took longer to get in here, so now we're just running with the one on the bow, which I think is maybe better anyway. At least for this situation where we don't know where we're going to set up. Those guys knew where they were going to set up, and that's why we decided to put it with them. I'd say as soon as these does are moved off, though, we're going to move up and just, I guess, essentially still hunt our way up towards where Keith was, and then just keep trying to glass stuff and try to get eyes on one. That's Is he still there? Yeah, he's coming towards us. Good. We'll just hang tight here. He was definitely headed this way, and then he got turned around by seeing something. So they're doing the thing then. Oh God. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of them. He's chasing them. You big bully. Gotta go down through this junk. I feel like if we just stay on this edge, we can find a seam to get across. We're just walking up here and we spotted one of the bucks we saw yesterday. If we can get him doing something cool coming in close, we'll probably shoot him. I see him over there. Just stopped. He's probably gonna end up somewhere up in here. I'm wondering if we don't even just go up there and get eyes on him.
I think he's gonna end up in that swell on the other
He might
side.
He might tell us where the
it really? You just loop around.
Looks like it. Is it the same
I don't know if it's the same one or it's a different one. Kind of seems like they're all over here.
Yeah.
I think that one's taller than that other little thing that came out of there.
I just don't know if we should go that way or if we should go up and around, you know? So do you think it's worth us just going straight up and getting on your knob? Where you were last night? Get up there, make sure the coast is clear, and then we can move up later, and then we got a whole day. There's a couple other hunters over here. We're trying our best to like not be right on top of them, but it's weird because they're on a high glassing knob. And because of that, you can see them from a lot of places, and I feel like anytime we can see them, we're just like, we're getting too close to them, but they're hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards. I don't even think I'd say they're 1,000 yards away. It's just public land on a Saturday is the way it is. It's like, and then I just feel bad. And it may not matter because they can see a bunch that way that we cannot see, so everybody's in the game. Well, I messed up. Somehow lost the brand new microphone that we were using this morning. And based off watching videos from previous parts of the hunt, we can tell that I don't have it on, at least back to a certain point. So we're going on a hunt for microphone.
Done this before.
Yeah, we've done this before.
GoPros and mics.
Few times.
We're 100% though.
Our unique challenge on this one is that we don't have the trackers on. No, Keith. I started my tracker right where we think I lost it. Maybe I was just like, start tracker. So we're gonna go there. I mean, here's the positive. There's plenty of place to glass that direction. The wind's in our favor now for that, so it's just a bummer. Also, we talked to a couple other hunters that were up on the other glassing knob. Their buddy shot one, so they were going to meet up with him. Congrats, it was good meeting those guys. And then when we saw those guys leave, they were acting like they saw a deer down in here. They got the decoy up and were hiding behind it, and eventually got the bow off the pack, which I wouldn't be doing, guys. But I also lost a mic, so I can't really talk too much smack. I'm not doing us any favors either. But maybe we go over here, glass up a Boone and Crockett.
See how much stuff we left here.
What I would give to find that mic. No luck so far. Hopefully we still find it. It's the afternoon now. No mic. That game's over. We're gonna go kind of down in here where we think some of these deer went to this morning. This morning we saw a 5-pointer. He went up into the timber. He's the tall racked one. And then we saw another buck, or maybe two, go down around this bottom over here. They were coming off 1 point. So we're trying to decide if we're going to play an uphill game or try to drop down on their level or below. Last night, deer came up on that top, so we just got to kind of feel it out here. We still got a little bit of time. We're going to maybe go glass one spot and then move if we feel like we need to. look like a pretty nice one. Down to it. He's definitely coming right towards public though. Here. Get down with it. Yeah. Get down. Try not that way.
Real black tarsals.
Try move. Like towards the ditch.
Yeah.
Still got time. Let's be careful with our steps and everything. The wind's gonna get pretty weird here. Can we stay low at this elevation? I think we gotta go a little lower at least. Down to that light color at least. Is that him? In the ditch. Where at?
Going up the ditch, little buck. Oh no, that's him.
Going up a little. Just saw a tail.
Yeah, that's him.
Is he revving?
Yeah.
He's just walking away at me. Do you think we can just haul it? Get over there. Maybe we gotta go right at him. Yeah. Little bug. Everything we do is get in this ditch and go right at it. Hope it doesn't run now. Step in. Alright, so that's gonna do it for tonight. We made a move on a buck that we saw down this bottom. Didn't have much time, so we got super aggressive and just bombed it down in here. Got down, we bumped a little buck, and then he ran right towards the bigger one, but we grounded and the little buck came right back in. Sounded like the bigger one's still moving around back in there. But we're just gonna slip out of here, and tomorrow it's gonna rain a lot, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do exactly. We have a couple different options, but we're either gonna edit, hunt, or go to a different state. You kill?
I kill, buddy. It's a weird feeling.